Pests can cause some serious damage to your home. Prevent that damage with a visit from one of our certified snuff-out experts. A careful study of your home may reveal common pests like cockroaches and even worse,
termites.
From casting down cockroaches to terminating termites, we are removal, and our work is guaranteed for life. Snuff Out Exterminators. It's basically free.
The bald one is back. Hey everybody, I still have a bit of a cough. I had a run-in with bronchitis. I had a thing before that. Went on 2 different antibiotics. Each time I got like 99% better, and then the cough comes back. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I'm feeling okay. It's just I've got this little persistent cough that keeps coming on. So hopefully it doesn't disturb the show too much, but not worth canceling it. Anyway, thanks for joining me here, everybody. Super fan, Fr0gg0, One Step Throw, Pauper, too many to read. Man, thank you guys. MTM Tat, everybody. Appreciate the love, and thank you, Penguin Warrior, for that. That's awesome. All right, so this is a list I've been working on. I was just glancing at it, and there's so many. I mean, it's all like 4 ofs, but it's because I've just kind of fine-tuned this into what it's become. Really like it. It's definitely not tourney worthy, but it's getting there. We have 12 lands. I've experimented with 8, even with the Lotus Petal. You just get marooned a lot of times. Springleaf Drum is really the MVP in this list. More on that in a bit. So we've got the Indestructibles, the 4 of this, the 4 of that, the 4 of these. So this is looking like the other 0. Hard evidence, really, thanks to the community for suggesting this, and a lot of you through email and stuff. I started with 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. Just MVP of the deck because it really helps cast Meeting of the Minds because it is a blue creature and gets artifacts going right out of the gates. Kuldotha Rebirth and Halo Hopper are made for each other. If you can turn 1 this, maybe sacrificing, I don't know, a Walker, you tap all 3 of them and you get the Hopper right out of the gates. You got 6 damage on the board turn 2. Pretty cool. Rites of Initiation is our closer. Really love seeing this card. If we don't draw it, we usually don't win. That's why we run in all 4. And, you know, if you get extras, you just pitch it to itself. What's really neat about Rites, I had this card picked wrong. Like, I used to think you had to discard, go all in, and then it could get countered. If it gets countered, it's fine. If it goes through, then you discard your hand. So just know that going in, especially if you play in paper. For Springleaf Drum, again, just with all these Bird of Paradise effects, we can really keep things colorful. We've got the 4 Hoppers, the 4 Frogmites, aforementioned Fr0gg0. Everybody kind of, the votes were in and wanted Fr0gg0 to be spelt with 2 zeros. So I listened to you all. 4 Myr Enforcers, the 4 Thoughtcast, and the 4 Meeting of the Minds. In our sideboard, we've got 3 Crypts, 2 End Festivities, 1 Sandstorm. This looks a little out of place, but it's can really be an MVP against like walls. And sometimes if you know, you chip away, you sacrifice, you attack, you lose things, and then you're down to nothing, then you Sandstorm against like an Angler style build or whatnot. If it gets through, great. If not, it's probably a good game. We've got the Hydroblast and 1 Elemental Blast to make room for 4 Curfew mains. So again, it's weird. We're playing an aggro list that we want to go second on. You don't have to as much as the other 0, but it helps. We shall see what we can see. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for joining me, everybody. Again, we're going to be off yet again. We're going to miss next week because there is a $1,000 Pauper tournament in nearby, and we learned about it, and it's my son's graduation. So a little 1-2 punch there. We're going to I'm going to say no to that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We can't really do anything here unless we just top deck a land. So we'll mulligan this. That's why we like to go second. We'll be keeping this one. Bit of a slow hand for this style, but never know what we're going to tap into. So yeah, we're going to both be competing in that in a week. But then after that, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing until July 1st, which is when I'm going to be in Hawaii. But then after that, there'll probably be no miss shows till like Christmas time or something. So again, apologies. Both kids graduating. It's been crazy. Thanks for sticking with me, everybody. We'll keep this. We don't really need the red. We don't really need this. There's a lot of things we don't really need, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I really like all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll get rid of the pedal. Don't want to, but I will. Pauper 1Ks everywhere. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more of them pop up, so it's pretty cool. I got all, 100% in on this. I was playing a new build of Blackburn, and if you follow me on the community tab, I had like 3 or 4 4-1s, and then of course, like the very next day, I like 2 3'd and then 1 4'd. It's like, well, which is it? All right, we'll bring this out, get a little Bird of Paradise action going, courtesy of the drum, and then sit here and do nothing. Hey, X and Rouge in the house. All right, good to hear from you, my friend. So yeah, I'm just really trying to temper my volume output and just so I don't get some coughing fit showing up here. Tortured Existence. You never know what you're going to see, I tell you. You never quite tell if it's the standard one or some new breed. I'd really like to be coming out of the gates a lot faster than this. We mulliganed and kept kind of a slowish hand. Getting slower. Good grief. Whoa, geez, we can't really do anything here, can we? What a bummer. I was like, oh yeah, we can cast this. No, we can't. We've got to use that for that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to do that. Well, we can at least get this dude out. Let's do this here. At least we'll represent some damage on the board. Sometimes Meeting of the Minds can be a little bit of a hiccup with this list because you want to be turning things sideways to attack, and sometimes the best move is to turn things sideways to draw so you get more attack and so you can draw into your, what do you call the rights card? So, yeah. All right, Deadweight. Got to respect that card. Kills Seeker of the Way, Kiln Fiend. What do you mean? What's the other card? Monastery Swiftspear. But Deluxe, they'll prow us out of it. Yep, and then at the end of the turn, it's still dead. So good times with that. I think this is the better play. We shall Thoughtcast. All right, we'll do this to this to this. I don't want to attack into that, so we'll pull, well, hold on a minute. Before I tap any mana. Is that free? It is. All right, cool. Even better. 1, 2. Let's use the blue for something. I'll probably not be blocking with that. Dunk, 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 dunk. Hello. Meeting of the Minds. I thought I clicked that already. And I'll tap this. We'll draw some more cards. I guess we'll play this. Get into that crucial. I wish I had my little crab token because then we could really get this here going. I don't think I want to run into that. It's got to use both of it on there. I think I'm just going to hold back. 2 damage, not worth losing a little bit of my crew here. We're still kind of searching for like kill card here. Oh yeah, very true, Dreamer Stango. Yeah, a Tog was its #1 target. All those ones I mentioned were just kind of like second tier place, but I still prefer it over just figure. Great card. All right, this is going to be a grind if we don't kill him quick here. All right, let's probably keep that drum in hand. We'll keep the other one in hand. Let's go. No, this is a bit. We'll tap the Ornithopter here because those other guys are good blockers. Excuse me here. All right, Rebirth showing up. Everything's showing up. I don't think we have to worry about too many sweepers. I'm sure they have a Crypt Rat or 2 in there, but until I see it, I'm not going to respect it. I'm not going to be attacking, so this is just a develop turn. We'll rock here. I guess we'll play Kuldotha. I do love this clue token because you get on the turn that you do rights, you can pitch for 2 and get 1 more damage in across the board. And with this many creatures, it's relevant. All right, we don't really need too much of all these goods. I'll lose a furnace here. All right, we'll be attacking soon. I promise. I can't promise anything. What am I talking about? Watch, he's gonna find the Spore Frog lock, right? And we'll just be like sent home crying. Here we are, but thanks for joining me. And again, apologies for quite a bit of absences in the last month and the month to come, but life happens. I know it's probably my best quality as a streamer is persistence and what do you call consistency, but sometimes life gets in the way, and that's what's happened here. So, but I'm excited when I go to Kauai in about a month. I'm going to redo that little ocean promo card where we have an island get struck away by a big wave. And I'm going to try to shoot it in 4K this time. All right, that's more fodder. I'm just going to draw here in the hopes we get a Rites. We do not. We're just going to hold out on all of this. I don't know if it's worth attacking here. I think I'm just going to hold back, guys. We have drawn 2, 4, 6 cards off of our blue spells and 1 off of the clue. You think we'd have something more to do. They're going to start gaining some life. I don't think it's any big surprise what we're up to because I've been doing this for about a month plus. How many petitioners do I have? I think I run about 18. That's a pretty fun little list. I cannot believe that's right when that new advisor came out, and I did the show without it, and I felt mentally about this big afterwards because I put it in afterwards, and I almost wanted to play a league with it. It was like, wow, this is definitely added like 10% to the list. All right, they are hellbent. We like that a lot. If I attack with everything, they can't block with there. They've only got 2 blockers. They kill that dude. That dude goes to the yard. He gets the 2 life back. I still don't think it's worth swinging here. Just hope that they draw a land and don't really have much here. This is a strange patient aggro list. A lot of times you'll have it and you can just go, but so many times you got to kind of chill out and win from nowhere with the Rites, which is going to be worth a lot of points here. But again, you know, you get 1 or 2 mana out, and especially your drum, you're fine. Drum's been so good against like ramp decks because, you know, they blow up your lands and you still always have the color you want in a Springleaf Drum. Just love it. That was the card I was talking about 2 weeks ago where I couldn't believe I missed that. I was just running every other option out there and wasn't doing that one. That's some old school card for you. Fume Spitter. Better start doing something here or he's going to start nibbling away our goods with the Tortured Existence and gaining 2 life a turn. Hey-oh. All right, they're hellbent. We'll attack. Death by Crab. Might not be enough given the life gain we've seen. That Fume Spitter is going to be able to stop 8 damage. That's a lot. So I don't think we're going to kill this turn. He's only got 2 blockers, let's remember. Well, we might when he does it this way. I think Fume on this and then sacrifice Fume, which is going to happen regardless, but okay. And we'll do this. See, this is all junk we don't need, which the other list, you know, the other 0 list sometimes doesn't really have too strong of a way to get rid of stuff. So tough decisions here. Yeah, you could do that to that. I was running Welding Jar, if you could bring that up in the chat. A lot of people don't know that card. The other 0 list. And slowly had to get rid of that. Such a neat combo trick, but in the end, I kind of respect that play, getting rid of the Ornithopter. Really helps out a lot. All right, so he stops 8 damage there. That's been blocked. And the good news is we don't need any of this stuff, so bye-bye, baby. Woo! And with no cards, hopefully they just draw a land and they get stuck, but we know that's not going to happen. Oh, that was enough to kill him. Wow. Somebody's not good at math. I thought they would be at like 5, but I wasn't doing the math, so win. Now we're probably going to see a Spore Frog. We don't really have too much answers for it. I wish this was an instant because then we could EOT this, but this is going to do nothing against this list. Curfew's interesting, but it's just too cutesy. So I'm just going to bring in 3 Crypts. Oh, man. All right. Well, guess we win that one. Create here. Guess people don't like when you win from out of nowhere, especially when you're almost at 30 life. You feel safe, right? Nope. The frogs strike. Yeah. This little guy gets a lot of, what do you call, respect. It's amazing how many times they target him. I mean, he is one of our better creatures, but still, it's Just fun to play with frogs. I've always had a thing for frogs. Hey, Lovecraft in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Maybe you've been lurking, maybe not. Good to have you with us regardless. I'll put a Q there so I know what happened later. Yeah, so the nature of this deck is try to get out early, and then you want to hoard your cards that you don't need, as we just did that last turn. There's no sense in having extra mana out. You don't need it. You want to be able to pitch it to Rites and, hopefully get out of the gates nice and early. What I really want to show you guys is the Kuldotha right into a frog on turn 1. That's a lot of fun. Cookies, if I remember right, is usually on... Well, we don't really have that. I think I'm going to slow roll this with... Kuldotha's nice, but I like the Thoughtcast even more. So, but Cookie's usually on some green variants, which is frustrating because it'll clog the ground and we might not be able to get through. Oh, already wrong. Okay. Well, what shall we do? Should we slow roll this? 1, 2, 3. We can't really do that, so I might as well just get the bridge out. Cast this and a blocker. Could get my 3 dudes out, but I just want to make sure I can Thoughtcast here. Could definitely go a little more aggro with the Furnace play. We're very flooded here. It's only 12 lands. We've already got the Petal out. Mana's right. Game 2, we're going to have to watch out for Dust to Dust, but it's usually not that big of a deal with this list. It's some sort of like bully variant. I mean, I'll risk it. I don't think they'd have a mutagenic or a double, what do you call, Tooth of Chiskora. Let's rock. Okay, I like this. Lots of cards. Lots of cards. Alrighty. We've already done that. Hey, yikes. All rights and nowhere to go. I'll get the rights online. It's a little reckless, but we're already flooded, so I'm going to risk it here. Maybe we can win next turn if they go all in. How funny does that feel, right? I'll just attack you for 24 with... I like it. Jackson Brody, awesome. I love it. So many rights, they're begging for a left. I could hear Rocky's trainer saying that. Come on, kid. So many rights, they're begging for a left. Do they know what we're up to? I doubt it. Come on now. All right, I'll play the game. Less options for this to turn into some sort of trickery. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. See, if I blocked there and Tooth would activate and I'd be dead meat. This way, my Walker still lives here. But we take 5. But we win. Do I got this wrong? We're going to be able to... 6 times 4, yeah, it's 24 damage. Oh, nope, he's got a blocker. I don't think they're going to want to block, though. We'll see. Let's at least go for it. Yeah. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be 18. We still win. Pop, 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 pop. Crunch. Coke 0. Don't make me laugh. It makes me cough. You guys are at least seeing the power of rights, right? It's my right to be powerful. Raw. Not sure if festivities is warranted here. Yeah, I'll bring in 2. The imp put it over the top for me. I'll actually lose an enforcer. And sometimes I like to lose that meeting of the minds. I'll lose 1 hopper. Yeah, yep, that's the joke. Madison 1 Deluxe. Anytime I have a cold, about every 3 or 4 years, I get whatever. I don't think it's the same thing, but it lingers for just, no matter what I do, it just hangs on. And so any medical people out there, I'd love to know. Because they took one listen to my lungs and they're like, yep, you got bronchitis. And so I took all the meds and I was 99% there again. And then the very day after the meds wore off, I slowly started having, the cough started coming back. I don't really like this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana source. I'm going to mulligan this. We're on the draw. I like this one because we have infinite mana. Not infinite, but we have Bird of Paradise mana, so we'll keep it. I love these, but one's enough. I'll say down on this. Cabal Coffers. There you go. Jackson Parodi with all the good links here. Or references, I should say. Yeah. Still not sure what I'm going to play at the 1K. Got it pretty ironed out, but for right now, still kind of waiting in the weeds to reference a magic card there. Hey, we can do this right now. What's better than a token of that? We'll just do this. Okay, well, we'll do that again next turn. I really want to see a bunch of 1/1s show up here so that End the Festivities can live up to its name. Oh, good play. A lot of people there would go for the land. Drum's the real prize there. Come on, blue. Just blue. All right, we did not get just blue. We got just this. It's just us. Tap here, go like this. All right, we got some offense. Not much of anything, though. Come on, we need another. I'd rather have a drum show up than a land. Hopefully, if they do have dust to dust, they'll go after our lands once we get a drum out. Well, they've already shown that they respect the drum. Cookie's a damn good player, so. All right, they obviously have a tooth, so if they have two, that's, I don't know if they're going to want to waste it just to get rid of a walker, but I'm not going to risk our hopper for that. Yeah, it feels like Brute Squad, but like minus the white, blue. Hey, speaking of blue, let's draw some good cards. I think I'd rather do this. So we might find a drum too. Nope, pretty close. So what I'm going to do here, I know it seems kind of weird, but you pull this for the hard evidence, and then EOT we can of mines there. I'm willing to trade a Glinthawk for this. Let's go. We don't have many. We don't have any flying. When I say many, I mean any. Oh yeah, good point, Dreamer Stinger. You mean for the 1K? Yeah. I was tempted to. My son's such a good Tortured Existence pilot in real life. He plays pretty damn fast, but you just can't do it online. But pretty sure he's going to be on an affinity build, and I'm going to be playing something with swamps. All right, End the Festivities, looking warranted. I'll get rid of two problematic critters. Careful end of turn here. We can just do a whole lot of stuff. I'm just going to do it now. Hey, look at that. Insta army. All right. Not that we can really do much attacking here. Let me take 3. Not really worth it. I'm just going to do this out of discipline. I want to make this work. I was considering other mana ratios, but I'm going to get these going here. I'm going to trip the clue just in case we find another Frogmite, another Frog, another Myr, or a Rites. Start building stuff up. All right, there we go. These are wasted, so we might as well get something out of it. We just got an honest board here. Be coming over for 10 a turn if they don't have any answers. Probably have a Journey to Nowhere in their hand here. Possible to have a mono black burn deck that has transformational sideboard or Tortured Existence. Some of the kind of wacky deck. You know, I've been having a lot of success in games 2 and 3. I actually sometimes I take out all my creatures because there's really in the one I played, not counting Macabre, but there are only 8 creatures, and sometimes it's neat to just leave the person with, you know, crappy stuff. I keep getting tempted to run a list of like the clock mechanic, you know, like ill-gotten inheritance and things like that. But let's see what we were going to draw here. We had 10 on the board. They're only at 13. I mean, this was a hollow draw, but still feeling pretty good here. Mowing them down. This usually, every time I play this list, I look at the 75 and I'm like, feel like it needs some work, but I can never quite decide what I want to get because it keeps doing exactly what it's doing today, which is winning. A lot of times you got to be patient, like in that game 1, but it just gets there. We're drawing enough cards, we can generate stuff. What this deck is missing is a way to deal with unexpected fangs, because like even a Wild Cantor or a lot of like the token off Nest Invader, you can sacrifice it so the person doesn't gain any advantage, and this is a fascinating hand. We might just win on turn 2 with this one if we draw right. Island's gonna have something to say about that. But again, if this turns into ninjas, Walker's just there all day long unless they want to use a good spell on it. Walkers and Ornithopters, I shouldn't say surprisingly good, because if you look at it, it's like, okay, well, once they flip, you got them, and then they can't really run into a Ornithopter without tricks. So it really helps stall them out. Hey, speak of the devil. Yeah, this is going to be gross. I'm going to go like this. We'll get our guys out first here. Boom. And what don't we need? The only problem here is we kind of want both of these, don't we? 2, 4, 5. I guess I could trade with that. I'd rather block in the air. Let's do that. All right. Our opponent's art and land choices are all over the place. My goodness, half hour in and we're on game 3. I have a thing we can go to, though. If we get to game 5 and we're still squishing fools. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if that's really going to be worth it there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. That feels... Let's not get too crazy. They are a counterspell deck after all. We'll run in here, see what they can do. But I made a all black Convoke deck with Kobolds. Say right now, I don't think it's even tier 3 yet, but there's something there. Me and my ever ongoing quest to play a deck with no lands. Yeah, Aether Spellbomb, Sacred Cat. Bounce is a thing. I love the sacrifice effect and a lot of stuff. But see how we can just... One card, as goofy as it looks, the Ornithopter can really just stop these decks from really doing their thing. All right, this is the last land we're going to play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 2, 4, 5. I could play the Enforcer here. Let's attack first. Probably buy a counter. It'll have to be a hard counter, though, so I'm willing to sacrifice the Petal for that, because we've already got the... we're doing 4 damage a turn. That's nothing to sneeze at. It's Fire Blast, right? I think they got a hard counter. They're going to have it. Spell Pierce, Sprite doesn't do it. I got to pay 2. So you want to click it first, and then you do it. Does it work? We'll probably get a counter spell here. Oh, Mind Step Throw. I just made it late last night. And I was kind of burnt out by the time I was like, wow, there's something here. And then I got tired. So I was like, well, tomorrow's show goes really fast. I'll just do that. That's a neat little workaround. And sometimes you don't really have to go crazy with rights. Sometimes you can do it for 1 or 2 and it's enough, as we can see here. We're able to get you. Thank you for that, Pauper Paper Player. It's nice to be seen. Like I said, I'm usually Mr. Consistency, but had a lot of life things happening lately, so. Not burned out on that. What do you do when I'm burned out? Oh, the Acid Fast Gunslinger. I play creative deck lists like this. Brute Squad always brings me back. Zero always brings me back into it. Yeah, it's very rare that I get burned out on it, but I think because I play such a variety of stuff and keep things, fresh and kind of like how a child would look at the format, Okay, well, if we attack with everything, that's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 15. Yeah, I think we got it. I might as well just attack here. We're probably going to walk right into a Sprite, so I'll wait till after blockers. Wait, they must have some sort of bounce effect. Obviously, the Myr Enforcer is going to get it. Now, is it worth sacrificing this? Let's see. That'll be 1, 3. Yeah, it is. Alrighty. Well, we'll try it. We're probably going to get sprited here. No, we don't need this. Might as well try to close out the game. Since blockers have been declared. Okay. But you see, we don't lose it. It's like, we choose 0. Haha. Crunch. Now they're in that weird little scenario where, yeah, there's Seers there, but if they trip it, then they're back to Ornithopter block turns. And if they transform into a ninja, which they're almost forced to, you don't want them to see an island right here. And it's like, well, you're almost dead on board, so you kind of have to sit back and eat stuff, right? Bold Bowl for the deck name. Oh, man, from Punch-Out. God, bringing me back. I've never been more impressed with my youngest, which is saying something, dexterity-wise, I should say, than during the pandemic. He was sitting with his back to the TV, and he beat Punch-Out from audio cues. I was blown away. It's like that was a game that was almost impossible for anybody in my neighborhood to beat. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He wasn't playing a modified. It was like the original, and there were just sound cues he was going off of. And like I said, a kid's brain works a little differently than most in an awesome way. Yeah, it was nuts. My oldest told me he did it for him, and I was like, "No, you're lying. He's watching a reflection or something." Nope. He had a blindfold on, curtains closed, back to the TV, and yeah, it was like literally. Me too, Dreamer Stango. It's like right around Soda Popinski, I just started losing. All these young people are like, "What?" All right, so we took out the evil fairies, at least game 1. We'll bring in obvious bomb there. Again, I don't really like the hoppers in this matchup because all the ninjas trade with it. The Frogmite, I'm not too much more concerned about, but I actually think I'm going to lose both of these. Yeah, no kidding, Dreamers or Mindstab Throw. I know fathers are always quick to brag about their boys, but that was just like, oh my God, that was like, I can't even think of I kept looking for the gig, or the trick. There wasn't one. It was just audio cues and talent. I was like, geez, it's a little scary, actually. Well, I really like this hand. We're going to probably kill the evidence token with Rebirth. We'll keep this. This is frustrating, though, because I'm right at that edge where if he does have an early Sprite, which they often do, I don't want a Rebirth to get trampled. If I get this is weird. Okay. I think we're going to evidence first instead of the safe play with the bridge. However, if I do it the other way, and I hope they have a ninja, then I do the other thing. However, if they don't have the ninja, then I just sit and walk right into... this is a rough one. Walk right into a Sprite or a counter. Yeah, Mindstrap Throw. I used to play chess blindfold quite often, too. Not as hard as you think, but it's one of those practice things. When Father and I used to play in the car while we were driving to any of his mini poker tournaments. All right, I'm just going to cower it out here. I'm just afraid of the Sprite play. Now, if this turns into a ninja, I'm going to feel like a fool. But it'll still allow us that one turn because we have the Springleaf Drum now. Vodka Drunkski. Apologies. Hopefully I do not play Chess 96. I've heard about it. I lost a lot of love for chess. I know I've been over that a lot on this show, but okay, it looks like I chose right because here we go with that. I don't want to give them any free intel here. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to pass the turn here. Respect the Sprite play. I don't want to walk right into it. Now that our mana's right, I'll risk a drum next turn. If they do it, then I can I can end the festivities and Get a little 2-for-1 action. Kids are all into Diablo 4 at the moment. The house is dark. The candles are lit. They've been playing that a lot. Littlefite of old Propaganda fame is moving from North Carolina to Texas, starting a whole new life and business. Really excited for him. His birthday was just 2 days ago. Got to catch up with him, if any of you are curious. All right, we'll bring out the drum. I guess their best play would be Sprite Spell Snare, but at some point you just got to pull the trigger, right? All right, there's that. We don't really need the drum here. Considering bringing out the other drum, I will, just for mana ramp sake. And then we'll try this out. Bloop. It worked. We've got 4 artifacts. Looks like we're going to rebirth and then Meeting of the Minds and do all kinds of fun stuff. This is where the deck has little hiccups, though. When this is why I made the black Convoke deck. Not that that's better by any means, but I don't like this struggle of sacrificing artifacts and then having, Myr Enforcers and such. Quite a few builds I had just a few Myr Enforcers, like 2 or 3, but just always felt like I should always have more. Alrighty. I don't really mind that play very much. I'd much rather get this through. Let's kill this, and then we can Meeting of the Minds immediately, just with our creatures, which feels pretty good, right? Look at this. What are you doing with your creatures? Oh, I'm drawing cards with mine. While I wait, hey, remember that spell you thought was worth countering? Check this out. Sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have enough? Nope, we do not. Somebody doesn't know math. Yeah, they had early access because they both, I shouldn't say both, the oldest wanted to play it so bad he bought the younger brother the ultimate package so that they would have the thing to do. And so I'm not even sure if Rites is even the play here. Let's just attack, right? Or should we do this first? Yeah, let's do this first. See if they have a hard counter, because then it might stop a Sprite from jumping in front of us. All right. Or if they have a snap trick, they won't want to target a Mite now. Too old for Diablo. Too old for living. I've been pretty impressed with it. It's got the perfect blend of the music and the lore and the look and everything. It's just been really good. Well, can't ask for a better start than that. Gotten Tortured Existence, White Weenie, and Fae out of the way in our first 3 matchups in less than 40 minutes. Pretty fast little list. We're going to be back. Don't worry about anything. I want to roll to this cool thing I found with Elijah Wood. I'm going to go grab some more coffee, and I'll be back right after this, everybody. Stay tuned. Woo!
All right, let's talk about this set. Let's have a look. It's tough to be a hobbit with a ring, man. Gimli, Aragorn, Arwen, Shelob, Rosie Cotton, Galadriel. Seeing all these characters, they really mean something to me. Oh, it's Pippin and Merry. Wait, this is awesome. 2 very important friends. Anytime you get to see these characters realized in a new and fresh way is always really exciting. The One Ring. What is it that allows Frodo to withstand the power of the ring? He is just a hobbit that says, I'll take the ring. They were just pure of heart, which I think makes Frodo more capable and less susceptible. Yeah.
Actually, hang on, we need the card back.
Huh? Oh, I gave it back. Oh. Huh. Oh, here it is, in my pocket. Isn't that odd now? Okay.
Danger excites me, but I can't fully enjoy it when I smell like beer and body odor. So I prepare myself with a manly scent of Standard Bearer Danger Zone. Because bad things will happen to a Standard Bearer man, but it won't smell like something bad.
Because the secret to smelling clear is a trumpet.
And when you smell of standard bearer danger zone, trust me, you'll smell like you have nothing to worry about.
You smell like you look
Amazing, I know.
And we're back. Thanks for that. Got my coffee set up. We will keep this. We're on the draw on purpose. Going up against White Lotus. Probably played 126 times if I was to guess. Woo! Yeah. Fun to have Elijah Wood and that little thing. I just wish they made it full screen 1080, but whatever. All right. We got our little Bird of Paradise play. I think this should be called the Bird Drum or Paradise Drum. People could see it like I see it. All right, let's go crazy. We'll lose one of these games. Hopefully not, right? Let's do this. Hey, look at this. Let's make a blue here. Going like this. Bloop. Do we got enough for this guy? Oh, we do if we do this. We got the drum out. I'll do it. And we can't really do this. Oh, well. Does it feel like you played him over 9,000 times? Nope. Just the right amount. Always a fun time. Median XL? Interesting. Yeah, I'm still a fan of the original Diablo. I just like... Diablo 3 got way too glitzy and stuff. And do I hold on to this? Let's run this guy out. I'm going to hold on to that. Well, but you know what? I could trip it for that. I'm going to hold on to it. Sometimes, you get so hell-bent on the combo. It's like, well, you might just have winning position on board. I mean, we have 8 damage on, what is this, turn 2 or 3? That's pretty good. I always forget about this card. Sacrifice him gets that where number of snow lands you control. Sorcery. Well, that'll kill one of our dudes. That's going to cost him quite a bit. Boink. Well, there's one that we want to keep. Before we do that, let's draw. We'll do this. Yeah. Draw on here. Probably play that bridge. All right. We will Thoughtcast next turn, I promise. Until then, commercials. I've never even heard of that. That's the actual name of it. Median XL. It sounds like a measurement or something. Let me write that down. M-E-D-I. I'll at least let my boys know. But yeah, back to Diablo 4. I really think they got it just right. The mood, the scope, the music's really, really good. There's already some YouTube lists that are just the background music, and it's really good for playing Magic too. Sometimes my son will be playing in the living room, and I'm like, turn it up. And I take off my headphones and I play Magic while he's just running around and stuff. So pretty cool. Okay. He just taps to do that. I'm sure that priest is going to be online here. We're going to be losing our dude. There it is. Bonk. 4 lands controlled. Ooh. All right, he's dead, Jim. Coffee's too hot. I usually put water in it, and I forgot I was in too big of a hurry to come back. My commercials need to be longer. Here we go. Like this. Let's draw first. Might determine the rate of things. Hey, we like this too. Like this a lot. See, this is... It flubs a little bit, you know what I mean? I doubt they can get Threshold right now. I don't think giving them... They're just going to block. I think I'd rather just draw a card here. I'm not even going to attack this turn. All right, we have this here. See how this kind of fights, these mechanics kind of fight a little bit. I'm not crazy about that. I think drawing cards is better here than the dude. So we'll do this, this, and this. And this. If we draw a 0 creature, okay, we've got some options here. I guess we just... This is another neat sequence too. oftentimes, and I didn't mean to do this, this wasn't forethought out, but sometimes it is, where if the person has 2 or 3 creatures out and they're, they're trying to play a little bit of aggro, you encourage the crackback because it's like, look at me, I went all in. And then you've got that home run with the rights here. I think we played that right. Look at our graveyard. That's a lot of card draw. Hopefully you guys like this list. It hasn't flubbed yet. We've got WW across the thing on the way down, which doesn't mean much. Come on over. Outside of the Lotus Petal, it's a pretty cheap list, I would think. I rarely look at that stuff, though, so I shouldn't be talking. I've never liked this Necromass. Do we set up and feign like we're afraid? I think we do. I'm gonna hold out. I just want a little more fire. What am I talking about? That was a dumb play. I should have just attacked here. I forgot we already had him at 8. So the block here, block, and then we just get in for everything, unless they have removal. Let's be cowardly. I'll wait a turn. I'll swing next time, I promise. I should have gone in that way. I don't know. Maybe they've got like a Defile or something. Keep them in it. Who knows? You like Necromass? Well, I'll have to give it a second look then, Pauper Tim. Just seems like all the downside of Angler and the Death Touch is just like, you mean any 5/5? It's like they usually kill whatever they touch anyway. All right, time to win. We have Death Touch too. It's called All Our Creatures. Check this out, sucker. Woo! Oh no, if he's got a Fog or Darkness... Can't play to not win, though. Any 5/5 with a Rancor. Good times. All stuff we don't need, including the second right, so we might as well use it to end the game. Boop, boop. It's a bloodbath, I tell ya. Bonk. Crunch. Golgari. All right. Pop. So one of the other things too is I love my traditional 0 list and the evasion, but I think if I had to go into a tournament, I would favor this one. It just wins from out of the blue. Does a pretty good job. All right. We saw quite a bit of graveyard shenanigans going on. This might be good too if we get out of touch, but I don't want to go overboard with that. We'll bring in 3 of these. I'm going to lose 2 hoppers and an enforcer, just so when I draw them, I can play them. Uniro bees. I remember killer bees. That was like one of Green's only ways to block back in the day. Love any 0 creature drum hand. Just love it. Even with no lands in like a Lotus Petal, you're good. It takes some getting used to. These kind of lists, I play them all the time, and I've played them for years. So this is like, somebody like Setted Rankin playing Familiars. It's going to be really easy to him. But if you play this style, just don't get obsessed with always having to drop a land. We'll keep it. God, this keeps performing like this. I'm going to feel like it. I'll have to bump it up. I just always interpret it as like just getting there, but what more do you want from a list, right? But the man, something about the ratios is fighting me with that frog. Well, I think it's worth here. We'll drop. Play this out. Play the frog. Do this. Our mana's all right. We've got creatures on the board and graveyard hate. That's a good point, Dreamer Stingo, and the rare occurrence that it gets blocked by 5/1/1s, right? And it would die anyway if they're 1/1s. I sense a soul in search of answers. Hello, my friends. Stay a while and listen. Woo! Oh, this is a little wanton, isn't it? Oh, we attack and do 2, 4, 8. Yeah, not going to do that. But it's nice it's in our hand. You know that drum's going to cost us a critter anyway. So I'm going to actually play the bridge, and then we're done with lands. I don't really want to have to sacrifice an attack to trigger the rights here. Okay. Dr. Comrade in the house. Do you think it would be reasonable to run drum in the optimized build? Yes, and I put it in there. I don't know about skirting the cost of Lotus Petals, but I'm sure there's plenty of 7-card scenarios where it would feel the case. It's just a necessary evil in these styles. I know Lotus Petal's kind of the Black Lotus of Pauper. Pretty pricey little card there, but uh-oh. Huh. Well, that's a strange case because I'll just do this. I think I would have gone after the drum or the bridge there. Who's to say what's right, though? All right. Good timing on that. Let's encourage the crackback. I'm going to do this, and this. Keep our mana wide open here. Cast anything, and if we get a 0 dude, we've got the options here. Okay. 3 critters out. They're probably going to block. I'll favor critters here. Just feels like we have the nuclear option with this rights. My son thought running 4 was too many, but to his credit, he's never played the list. And I was like, I assure you, he just like Gush in Tribe, you always want to see it. Oh, and if any of you are haven't got enough of me, I know I have been absent for a while, but the McSlash on YouTube, big shout out to him. I just did an interview about a week ago. I think he said it was going to drop today, so if you head over there, or if you don't want to hear about me, our old friend Cooper the Red got interviewed, as did Fr0gg0, the Familiar's pilot of great fame, and really good questions. I've done about 7 or 8 of those over the years, and always hesitant because it takes a lot of time and stuff. And apologies, I wasn't on camera, so I didn't want to interrupt my whole setup. And it was a pretty busy day and kind of a last minute interview. So you guys see my face anyways, right? But if you had the McSlash on YouTube, if you want to check him out, it's not just Magic either. He does a lot of other content. So pretty cool dude. All right, I love it. The crackback's here. Just not sure if it's worth I don't really want these furnaces, so if I draw like another furnace here, I'll probably do it. 3, 6, 9. It's not lethal, but I don't really have much else going on here. What do you guys say? All right. Oh, that's cool. We'll rock here. It's not lethal, but these aren't doing us any favors. Let's get him a little worried about the crackbacks here, right? Got a feeling we're going to lose this one because of that play, but I don't think I would do it differently. That was just all cannon fodder. Actually, Shiraz, or actually just Shiraz, because I know Nimchimsky's out today. Oh, my son loves this card. I didn't even know about it till he played it in Tortured Existence. When the Gorging Vulture enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. You gain 1 life for each creature card milled this way. Pretty underplayed or forgotten card, I should say. In the right build, that's a pretty mean card. Oh, Knot of the Bone. Yeah, we lose. Anyway, if you can find the McSlash, I think it is the McSlash on YouTube. His link there, Shiraz, I'd appreciate it if anybody's bored or curious, wants to visit that straight up. I'll try to remember to put that in the video description and here. Thank you, my friend. Can't find it, no biggie. You know how we're always trying to promote stuff. Oh, and if you saw the very top of the show, we finally, after like 7 years, did a new video for Pauper Classic Tuesdays. The attendance has been waning a little bit. It's kind of like all the same, like 40 people, and only about half of them make it. And back when the pandemic hit, there was like a 300 player Tuesday event, and it was like, whoa, you could tell people were pretty starved for stuff to do and the time slot to do it. But if you got any time on a Tuesday, check that out. Go to Gathering. It's like a 4-minute sign up. It's all free. Joining's free. And you actually can win up to like 6 or 7 tickets or credits for online. And you can really start building your collection if you can place in the top 3 each time. We played the Menace build that ran around a couple of months ago. I have not. I might have. Me and Magic, everything's running together here. All right, they got a pretty good team of fighters here. I don't mind this. This is a blocker and a drawer. So I'm going to do this right now because if we find a Meeting of the Minds, we'll be able to... I'm not going to be blocking with a flyer. We'll be able to cast it. We do not find it. Meeting of the Minds. If something seems impossible, you probably haven't tried asking for help. Makes me feel... All right. Hey, this is a pretty good top deck, right? Any threshold critters? Not many that matter. The Mick Slash. I think it's M-I-C-K or M-I-C. Might as well just pop it now. Get out of here. We don't want no big damage coming through. Well, there's no sense in attacking here. Yeah, Pauper Classic Tuesday is mega friendly. There's a Discord for it and all that stuff, but I was trying to keep the promo incredibly simple. Just, this is your first step. Go there, figure this out, and you don't even have to have the Discord, though. You can just, go to the chat and stuff. Just remember to not talk during people's matchups. That's the big no-no. If you're in the match, you can talk to your opponent, but you don't want people going like, oh, he killed me with, corrupt last game. And so the person's like, oh, free info, There it is. I'm going to have to start doing this thing called blocking here pretty soon. I guess they want stuff to die, so we should oblige where possible. Let's do, we'll do here. Block here, block here. We do have pretty good blockers. I'll let that 3-1 go. I haven't even looked at this card. How dumb is that, right? Eerie Soul Tender. Enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. Exile from your graveyard. Return another creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Hey, man, for 5 mana, it should at least throw it onto the board. Pretty cool artwork. There's the big boy. Our first close match of the day. Thank you, man. Shiraz with the quest complete. So there's the Mix Slash. I don't even know if my thing's up yet. But I know I took last week off, taking next week off for the Pauper 1K. If you miss my bald head or whatnot, or you're kind of new to the channel, I might want to check that out and have some fun with that. I'm considering eating the seat here. Who says that? Eating the seat. We don't really have a way through. I guess so. I'll eat the seat. Eat the seat. But a little fear of some sort of... That poor priest just has nothing to do. He's like, where's the Myr Enforcer? I want to prove my worth. My goodness. We're only 1 hour in and we're almost on the 5th match. This is a fast... I knew this was a fast list, but this is feeling faster than Goblins. Come on over, Red Rover. Wow. I had just like no respect here. Did they draw a frog? Well, I don't want to be taking 3 a lot, so I'll do that. Kill that. Block that. Can we take 7? I think that's the right play. Let's block here. I don't want to take 5. 2's enough. Might set throw. Well said. Soon to be 2. I'm a lot of things, and one of them is often a hypocrite. This air power is going to kill us. Not of the bones really going to kill us. Actually, what is it? 2 for each in your graveyard. Yeah, so that's 2, 4, 6 life. Yeah, we're going to lose this one, guys. It's about time, though. I haven't really dropped any games. It's cool that it's still like a rogue list, right? We bring this out. This dude kills it, and then we immediately... But what am I going to do? Just sit and look at it? Actually, that might be the out, though. Give me a second. We take 4 in the air. Oh, the werebear's here too now. Yeah, I don't see a scenario where I win this. Let's go to game 3. I was thinking we hold on to that, and then if I draw rights, it's like, yeah, what? You know, it's like we're gonna be like 3 or 4 cards down and only gonna hit for like 4. That's fine. Well, we've got our graveyard covered. Swirling Sandstorm might be interesting, but then we nix our whole team too. Again, that's just not the matchup I want that for. Do we just roll it back? Enforcers, I think, are just getting weighted on. I'm gonna switch these up. He really likes that priest, and I just want it to not really count much. Yeah, it does look pretty good. It's nice to write. It's getting too used to writing W's today. Dokkaby! Good to hear from you. What a cool moniker that is. Sorry for the nose blow. Little coffee mist going. My wife got these, they're like these Kleenexes, but they have Vicks, like that vapor. My goodness, like almost knocks you out. I'm going to say no on this. Boom, boom, boom. We like this hand a lot. Yield, keep, and hopefully this buys us a scoop. Oh, Dan, yeah, he's got a really successful... Dan Horning from MTG Magic Gathering Strat. Yeah, used to be really good. No, well, hopefully we are still good friends, but be in constant contact with that guy. Had a lot of good things to do with Pauper and stuff, and kind of got a little digital bullied. Didn't really like... It was getting kind of ugly there for a while, and a lot of politics and Pauper, which was really stupid. And unfortunately, I think that's one of the reasons it kind of chased him away. But... he's gone all into deep crime podcasts, and I think the Swedish language, mostly. If you like him, I know if you just search his name, you'll be able to find it. Pretty cool stuff. Man, we're so close to being able to just cast this right now, right? 1, 2. All right, we're going to have a really good turn 2. I think we got this one. This is just such a brutal start. But yeah, real successful podcast. I know it's... in the Swedish language, which I wish it wasn't so that I could listen, but sorry for the cough there. Living up to my moniker too. Yeah, no, he was great for the format. I really didn't expect him to be gone that long, but boy, I haven't seen him online that way ever. Okay. I'm not quite sure. Interface froze up for a second here. Give it a minute. Hopefully this doesn't affect the feed much. Let me make sure everything's going good here. Woo. All right. Cool. Magic seems to have kind of froze up here. Is any of the interface working? Come on, Magic. Nope. All right. Well, forgive me for this. Let's try this again. Hopefully our opponent doesn't go anywhere. All right. See if this works. I'm going to have to readjust everything. Apologies, everybody. Not quite sure why the client's freaking out. Boop. Okay. We're back. I'm glad our opponent didn't go anywhere. What is going on? This is really weird. Well, I'm going good. The PC is doing fine. I'm not quite sure what's up with Magic right now. There we go. Did it just blitz over our turn? That's really, really weird. I didn't F6 there, and it's already turn 3. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Bonk. That was really weird. What was going to be a very easy win isn't one now. All right, well, we'll just do this EOT here. 1. I don't think that's really worth it there to trip the dude. Okay, I'll do here. And again with this. Again with this. With this. Might as well do this. We'll go boom, 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 boom. Oh man, I really wish I had a mana here. I could really turn on the gas here, but oh well. Let's attack here. Boy, it's doing it again. I've never seen the interface do this before. Maybe it's that snow-covered wizard that he's got on the other side of the board, right? And none of the interface is wanting to wake up at all here. Very strange. Can I trip this? Nope. Hopefully it doesn't skip my turn. Sorry about this, everybody. Not much I can do if the program doesn't want to wake up. I can't even open this up, you know. Wonder if it's going to do it again. Strange. Just never seen anything even remotely like this before. We are only an hour in, and this is like the end of the 4th game, so. My clock's not even registering. Neither is that. Very weird. Yeah, I can't even open that up. It just won't work here. Thinking I do a hard quit here. Hold on a minute here. See if it even shows up. Low on memory. That's the first I've heard. I guess it did crash without us even knowing. Well, here we go again. Hopefully our opponent's still there. Propaganda first. I was just telling somebody how robust MTGO has been lately. And now this. Let's see. Escape. Let's see. Do we even have this up? It's doing it again. I would if it would even let us get in there. Now that I've forgotten everything I was doing, let's see. I think we go like this. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can just concede the game here. My goodness. I guess we'll do a... Sure. Well, this is making for an incredibly boring show. My goodness, guys. We'll concede the game. Maybe that'll wake it up. Makes you wonder sometimes if it's like a certain number or a set of cards that's like exactly the perfect scenario, like to screw things up. I'm not quite sure. That's really weird. Yeah. Anyway, back to the list. I don't know. Should we try to brave another one? We'll see. If it does it again, I think I'll probably call it quits here, guys. But we'll load this up. I want to show you. Maybe I'll give it a few minutes while I just discuss this other list. So again, this is not a serious list. It's just an idea I've had, and I've been wanting to give this a go. So this runs just all the Kobolds, the Thopters, this, and even the Shield Sphere, because we're just going all in on Convoke with, Halo Hopper, even the Will-Forged Golem, and this card, which is like Black Fire Blast with an upside of gaining life. Long forgotten, Covenant of Blood. Horrible card, but if you go this hardcore and with all your creatures, you can do that. So yep, we've got 2 Foul-Tongue Shriek main. Good call there, Dreamer Stango. We've got all the Village Rites and Corrupted Conviction, because when you have all this cannon fodder, if your plan doesn't work, you want to go find when it will. And probably one of the cards I've been trying to make work for the longest time, Night Market Lookout. I've been trying to put vehicles in it, another Springleaf Drum option and stuff like that. But yeah, this card is just insane. Target opponent loses 1 life for each attacking creature you control. You gain that much life. So it's a kind of a weaker build of the one we're playing right now, Fr0gg0, which technically that was a loss because software issues, but it was getting pretty close there. But we'll see if we can get one more in here, and then we'll call it, and then I'll definitely do a little memory check. I don't remember this being a thing, though. Never had that issue come up before. I'll wager your rough ideas are better than a lot of people's, mine included, tested decks. Oh, thank you. Oh, that makes me feel nice and warm on the inside. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, when you've done it as long as me, it better be the case, right? I want to see this list. It looks sick. Oh yeah, we've got the link for you, Fr0gg0. Hopefully, can bring that up. Yeah, we've lost to the technology, but we haven't lost to any person yet. But nothing against our last opponent. They might have been able to pull that off. Sometimes, you can be running a deck that's really good against your typical metagame, and then you run up against a rogue list, and it's like, oh my god, this has a lot of problems. I know all about that. I'm usually the guy that's causing all the problems, playing some weird little rogue list. But yeah, this is the list while we're waiting for our opponent. We've got quite a bit of draw. We've got all kinds of zeros. Hard Evidence helps cast this. Rites is our closer. But optimally, a lot of times you play this turn 1, which we still haven't done. I do it all the time when I'm by myself. And then we tap all 3 of them for a Halo Hopper. When we have, and just that, you have 6 damage on turn 2. It's pretty mean. So, but thank you for that Mind Step Throw. Yeah. Yeah, you can probably, you might want to run the Shield Sphere if you don't have Lotus Petal here. But all right, let's say no. And you do want to go second with this list usually. Boy, are we flooded. But it's okay. We've got this. I'm not sure if a first turn Hard Evidence is really worth it. We'll keep. I have a strange feeling there was something, because that guy was playing so many weird cards. There was, I don't know, something that was never had to reset 3 times in a match. And it just didn't seem like it was helping until we quit out of that matchup. So it'd be funny if this one goes through fine. I like this guy, the Variant Human. Scare Tiller, yeah, I've tried to make that work so many times. It's a rough one. As long as our opponent's clock is ticking, I'm fine. That was the first order of business. I was like, wait a minute, neither of our clocks is moving and I can't do anything. Woo! We've got the drum. We don't need anything else. We're good. Play the drum. We'll just do everything this turn. How's that for a concede? Cast this. Get an army going here. Boom, boom. Tapping that for this. Bloop. And if we want to, we can attack for 9 this turn, but that'd be kind of reckless. Oh yeah, Settlement Encampment. I would argue that I'm kind of the guy that brought that to the table, my step to throw with what was that called? Brute Squad. The big aha moment when you don't really need to rely on too much else, right? I really want that second card. So I'm going to adjust here. Let me tap these and we'll trip this. Okay. Let's see. That's going to be 16, 18. I think I want to invest the bridge here. We're probably going to get Galvanic Blast, the Frogmite. I don't want to completely avoid. We're done playing lands, though. I'm on the Brute Squad. Yeah, that's in the video. If you ever want to see probably one of the best tutorials I've ever done for the original list Brute Squad. The only reason I'm not playing Brute Squad in tournaments is right after I got like multiple 5-0s like in a couple days. I think I got like 5 or 6 in like 2 days. And I made that video because it was just crushing everybody. About 2 weeks after that is when Fiery Cannonade came out, and there's a lot of 1-for-1 battles. Like you from Hollow to Prismatic Strands to much better these days, just Hydroblast and Red Elemental Blast. But you got to have it, and sometimes you can just get a little too naked feeling with that. It's still an awesome list. I'll make an exception with Hard Evidence because I can still draw a card off of the thing there, and then we add a body. So I just love being able to pull this off. I'll do this to here, rock here. Seeing what this is on, I'm going to attack. I don't want the ramp to show up. Happy to trade Visionary there. Okay. If they don't invest in the board here, we do have lethal. Yeah, Tokabi. It's a fascinating list, isn't it? It just does too much too fast. It's just all tempo all the time. I'm considering bringing it to the Pauper 1K tournament next week. I've got like 4 builds of it though. All right, we're attacking and hopefully winning the game. Oh man, this is so tempting, right? But we just win. There's no red available here, so I'm just going to attack with everything and hopefully we can win. I think we can. So if he blocks that, that's what, 16? We can't. I'm still going to do it though, just in case they don't block. They didn't block the first time. Maybe they won't block this time. I believe we win. These decks that they're so powerful, but they take too many setup turns, you know. What is this? Wildfire. Really respect that card. I mean, you give this person two turns and we lose almost all day long. But not there. Okay. We're going to want some form of counter magic here in red. I'm going to go all in on these. We'll leave the single there. It's not that heavy of a red deck from what I could see. How to build something that tops out with Sir Chandelier Ebron or 4/7 vanilla. Yeah, those old cards crack me up. Well, we've almost got an early mate. We're on the draw. I think I'm right on the border of keeping this. We've got our kill card. We've got draw. We've got counter magic. We've got multiple draw. Yeah, this is a keep. Just on the edge, though. But, you know, we're on the draw, so. Okay. Let's do some stuff. All right. That's the card we didn't need to see. Might as well play this. Real dead meat with the particular hand that we're running now against Dust to Dust, but what you gonna do? And if you can, people, please take a moment. If you're watching this on YouTube later, know anybody on Magic, just spread the word, man. Be like, hey, if you heard of propaganda, hopefully they say yes. Of course. You've been living under a rock, but if they don't, hopefully we expand our reach here. I'd appreciate that. Just like Fr0gg0, right? How'd you find us, Fr0gg0? Is it just some random internet search? Well, that's a pretty good call here, right? So let's play this out. I believe this is worth risk here. Let's just draw some cards. All right. Truly random internet search. Yeah, I wish it wasn't that way. Almost everybody I ask, that's how they found us. And I'm like, really wish it was. Shows my age, right? Word of mouth. Thank you, Quadratic Hawk. I appreciate it. Again, if you weren't here about an hour ago, the Mixslash just got through with an interview with me too. So if you're interested in that. But if you're a big Pauper regular, you're not going to hear any secrets or anything that I haven't spouted off over the years. I bet it would sound like Tortured or Shirazamon and be like, I got to listen to this guy again. But for anybody new, that's how we roll. All right. I do need some artifacts here, especially in case you know what shows up. Let's build out. Ooh. Let's do it again. Come on, zeros. Where are you at? All right. There's a 0. I can at least stop that thing from attacking. All right. Do that. We can EOT mines and we keep up blast. I think I like this. And then we just, can we win next turn? That'll be 6 on everything that's, if he doesn't block, 6, 14. Yeah, that's lethal. They're probably going to have some sort of interaction here. So, Fr0gg0, I was looking for ideas of a particular deck. One of your videos came up. Well, I appreciate it, my friend. Well, that's frustrating. We know what our turn's going to be now. Meeting of the Minds, right? Not sure we're equipped to deal with that with the board the way we've got it set up here. Pop this for blue. There we go. All right. Play this. Play this. All right, this. We'll sit back and wait. Yeah, Stoneorn Dignitary, 1 of 1 cards, man. That is, it's White should have it too. White should have the best creatures, and that is a hell of an ability. It's like the blinding angel of Pauper. Is this reckless to counter that? I think it is. We'll wait. Try to show some discipline here. This calculation, I don't know with lands like our opponent's playing here, but you get out of, depends, are you playing a fast deck, then I think miscalculation is probably a pretty good call. It's the best thing you can do here, gain 2 life. Dang it. All right. I wish I had a white elemental blast. Yeah, miscalculation's never really seen much love. Mana Leak's another one. You'd think that would see a little bit more play, but... Well, we got hate for days, don't we? We'll just chill out, and hopefully we can do something with all this. Got my eyes tested the other day, so if you're, for those of you that are Hawkeye vision, you'll notice I'm wearing different glasses. These are the anti-glare ones too, but they're just Amazon pair, not my prescription. Not quite as striking. I had my, you know, it's funny. If you would have asked me, I thought I had my eye test done like last year, and it's been like 5. It's like, whoa. All that drama with the last matchup and the software going haywire, it feels like a lot longer day than normal. That suggests they're out of tricks for the dignitary. We've got 3. I'll try to keep our flyer alive. Myr Enforcer doing a whole lot. Just keeping that Jewel Thief from just whittling us down to nothing. There's quite a few creatures on the board. I think this is worth it. We'll get another one out. Let's see if they can start bouncing this dignitary. Tough to do that math sometimes, to hold it back or to have another like X plus attacker when you're holding a Rites hand, you know. Keep in mind that's random, so if you're going to go Rites, just go all in. Oh man, we got to counter this big time. Thank God for Hydroblast. Thank God for 2 Hydroblasts. Okay. We just attack here, right? Huzzah! Still respond to an anti-rights thing. I don't know what they would have, though, but at least we'll nix their board. We're going to lose our Hydroblast, though, and that's our... we got one more in the... Alrighty, let's see. Red. Go like this. Kill their team. You could try to get lucky with this. Ain't going to happen. That's just... Let's nuke. Got a Galvanic Blast for us? Nope. All right. 2's not bad, especially in kind of a rebuild phase here. A one-sided Wrath of God. Always tempted to run Galvanic Blast in this, but it really, really fights the nature of why this works. I think you can really start dumbing down lists like this if you build that way. God dang it. What a top deck, huh? You know it's a top deck, just cadence of the turn there. I'd really like to see a crab token here because I would generate 2 cards, the crab and then, you know, their clue. Not, well, better keep it a mystery than, you never know. We might draw another Rites and then we can just get over for just tiny damage. We won the first game. This one's going a little rougher. God, I wish I had a Hydroblast. I do not want to see another Ardent Elementalist show up. That's just... Oh, God, there it is. And the life gain. Yeah, we lose. I'm not going to give up yet. Writing's on the wall, though. Why can't this be a Hydroblast? That'd be pretty ridiculous. More than half our deck left, and we draw the 4/4. That's so unfair. My least favorite thing about Pauper... still is, you know, the other day when I was just talking about how I had a bunch of 4-1s the other day, but then I qualified that by saying, you know, I had quite a few losses in a row yesterday, and it was all this kind of a list where it's just like, you know, you come prepared with Macabres, a few Bogs, whatever, and it's just never enough. Little OP. Well, that's kind of what we need to give us a window. That Pulse of Marauders is making things a lot harder, though. Tempted to probably use that Ardent Elementalist again here, right? Get back Marasa, get the other Stonehorn. Yep, that's a nice line. I think that's what I would do. Oh, that's a much better play. Then you got double options there. Yeah, we're going to game 3 here, guys. These are such hard locks. Make sure to write down the Tormod's Crypt. I knew Tormod. He's such a cheap guy. Quadratic Hawk. The first card you ever won with. Nice. Yeah, I used to play it wrong in Paper all the time. Like somebody would counter it and I'm like, oh, there goes my hand. And it's like, that doesn't work that way. It asks for permission and then you discard everything. So it's way better. Yeah, it's almost Scoopsville here, guys. These are just so hard. Yeah, I'm going to scoop here. It's 6 life. They're getting out of range. If I was on the committee for Pauper, which I have no idea why I'm not, that'd be the first thing I would want to get rid of is Ephemerate and Ghostly Flicker. Just solve so many problems. Problems that keep people away, too, from the format. Really liked Hydroblast. Not quite sure what to lose here. You know, I'm going to get 3 of those in there. I'm going to lose our hoppers. We're bringing in a little bit less interaction. I want to keep drumming just because I'm probably going to see a... what do you call... I guess we can go to 3. We're on the draw. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, I read that just the other day, too. Be one of the first things to order business for me. Nope, we want to drop. Mana's right. Bit clunky. I took out the frog, and now we've got the perfect hand if this was the little paper frog dude, but that's all right. We still got a meeting of the minds option. We'll keep it. Yeah, that's the thing, Dreamer Stingo. It just goes off twice, and then you start, it's just so uninteractive. I've had like sometimes 2 Macabres in hand with a bog on the stack and against a good pilot like Sidid and Rankin or something. It's like, okay, well then I'll do this, this, and this, and all those effects that you went all in on, still grab all the stuff I need, and now you're out those cards and tempo. It's just like, it's. I think the most alarming thing is when you have all the, like, you've got like the royal flush. It's like they shouldn't be able to have the royal flush +1, and oftentimes they do. And honestly, comes down to being a very good pilot and interacting with the graveyard, but good grief, it gets gross after a while. Play here, play here. We'll kill this straight out of the gates. Go like this. Well said, Mindstab Throw. That's exactly the analogy, right? You've got a royal flush, and somehow they have 5 aces, and no judge is getting called over. That made me laugh, sorry. Which makes me cough. Sorry about the cough in the mic there. I tried to get away from it. All right. I don't think this is worth an attack. I do believe it's worth this, though. I'm going to just tap these dudes and draw some cards. Cool. We'll play this out. Let's play this out first. And then I'll kill this for this. All right. Pretty well developed board here, but, 1 basic and all our team's gone if they're running something like a Fallout or Breath Weapon. Is this it? Nope. Okay. Good times. Yep. It's a deluxeicoff. Surprised it's not hitting me a little bit more. The more I talk, it seems like I was really dreading, like, oh my God, is this going to... no, I believe the Thoughtcast is not to play here because we can't attack. Oh, we can do both. Yeah, I'll just do both. That's a nice option. Yeah, we'll just do both. How all in do I need to go here, right? I do want a flyer. This does die to a breath weapon. I'm gonna roll the dice here, guys. I'm gonna rock like this, pass the turn. I really need to... Actually, I think we mine's right now because we might find like a Lotus Petal, and then we'll be able to interact with this. Okay, I don't want to attack. I'm not going to be blocking. So let's tap this dude. Boop. This dude, and this dude. And we'll do this. Got defense for days. I don't think this is worth playing out. We'll let it go. This makes me really nervous. suggest that they have breath weapon or something similar. I think we just let it. Hopefully they don't have it. Yeah, that crab and Meeting of the Minds are just made for each other. Meeting of Mind Stab Thrills. That card always holds a special place in my heart. I think it was the first creature I ever attacked with in a one-on-one game. Well, I guess they could still have it thanks to that treasure token. Not red, not red, not red. All right. We've got options. If they would have had it, they would have played it. They might have just drawn it. I think it's Mark Tedden, the one running into the town square with this little bomb. Still not really going to attack here. That's mines. Really want to find like another seat or a drum. Ay, ay, ay. 1, 2, 3. I can EOT that. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to play the bridge too. In case they have a, you know what? It does nothing, right? I'm just going to slow roll this, guys. I know we're just waiting for the damn Stonehorn to show up, and we don't really have an answer for it. But hopefully with all this draw, we can EOT mines. Maybe we can find a Tormod's Crypt to stop some shenanigans. Now that we know the Ardent Elementalist plan, I'm going to try to probably save those Hydroblasts for that. Yeah, they sure did. Very good art. It's nice not playing against islands, though. I will not lie. Well, that's interesting. I considered playing one island just because of this kind of a matchup to where the initiative, so I can get something out of that first one, but in the end, no. So don't go anywhere, because this is the last game with this list, but I think it'll be fun to just play that other one just as a joke. Let's see what the hell goes down. That's probably going to be us in a flaming ball, but come on, let's go. Okay. Let's draw. Yikes. My goodness. I guess we could... No, that still doesn't... I was considering evidence into Trip the Clue, but then we're out of mana. Kind of invested here in this being like we have to hold these for like a breath weapon style thing. 2, 4, 5. Of course, if I do this to this, this is only cost 1. That'll live through it. So will the crab token, and so will the walker. All is not lost, but we're just waiting for that damn dignitary to show up. I'm feeling so stuffed. My wife has this awesome recipe from this cool place where I was born in Salinas. They make this killer, I guess it's called the something drive-in, and it's not a movie theater. It's a just this hole in the wall awesome place to eat, and she mimics this little steak burrito stuffed with rice and like pico, and it's just super simple ingredients, but good God, when it all comes together, unreal. So I thought I was done eating yesterday, and then I horked down like 3 of those, so now I feel like a blimp. This seems to have more hitting power than my other 0 list, but I just don't like it as much. Double Ardent Elementalist. Oh man, here comes Pulse of Marasa, right? All right, I can't fall for those sorts of things. It's a nice way around Hydroblast. Well played. Keep you right in it. What is this new devilry? There he is. All right, let's just find our our Tormod's Crypt and at least attempt to stop some of these shenanigans. I think at one of these points we're going to have to start blocking here. I'm going to block here. I don't think we're getting through anytime soon, so I'm just going to stop the bleeding here. The opponent's tapped out, so I don't really have to do much along the lines of trickery. Didn't expect that, did ya? Watang! Let's simplify the board. Shall we? Nothing along those lines, my friend. Nope. I mean, we've got Swirling Sandstorm, and we have what do you call it? End the Festivities. I'm gonna play this just for tempo, so we have something to do EOT and trip that. Can't attack, but we do have 2 Hydroblasts on board. So hopefully, I just want to find our Tormod's Crypt so we can stop these shenanigans. I think this initiative's going to get out of control, though. We didn't shut the door fast enough. We had plenty of opportunities. We just did not draw our... we still haven't drawn our rights here. Stopped the bleeding pretty good, though, taking out those guys with that huge block, but... Wish I could kill it. But again here, if you did have a galvanic blast, they probably have another way of blinking it, or they Marasa it back and then they ephemerate again. It's just problem child. I wish there was a big like circle slash on the attack field so that so many times you can forget that the dignitary effect's on the stack, because it just gets kind of dizzying how many times it happens and you kind of lose track of it. Excuse me. Hoping this was all behind me weeks ago, but no. Keeps coming back. What are we doing here? 1 damage to each. Yeah, we'll stop that. I don't like that. Get out of here, sucker. Nice flexible card. There goes our clue plan, but we can always do it next turn. I mean, we can't attack anyway, so... The Necrete, yeah, I remember that. It's a fun little card. Well, where's he at on this? Archives. Okay. Let's draw. Don't need it. This is mega frustrating. Got that little outside chance. We just got to take it here. Funny you bring up Fissure Dreamer, Stango. That was about 3 years ago. I made a Tron ramp list that was all red. And it used 4 fissures too, which is like an instant. I think it destroys a land or a creature. But when you're generating that much mana, it's pretty awesome instant ability to have. That's it. Back when regenerating was a commonplace ideal. Double Overseers. I might have to cast that Thopter just to stay alive. Might consider blocking one of these here. Yeah, I think I will. We were at least not dead to blast. I know we have the counter, but I don't want to be using it for a Galvanic Blast. I don't think we've seen those yet, though. I really respect that. A lot of auto includes, and sometimes you can arrive at a lot better list if you don't go with the flow. All right. Well, at least we've got the counter for this. Dignitary on the stack. We're countering this all day long. No. Yeah, Lava Flow. All right, I like this. Let's net some cards. Pretty good. We'll cast this for a blocker. We'll cast this because I want to try to win the game. Oh boy. Comes down to this. I'm going to have to block. What new devilry is this? I don't think we can win this, but there's still a very, very rare chance. And again, look at the board right now, our board. If you do have prismatic strands, probably red, right? But you still get through with a lot of blue and artifact damage. It's not the best option there. Okay, there's their finisher. Do we just let all four of this through? I mean, the game's over next turn. We've got double answers. They've got 4 cards in their hand. I think the only out here is that. Yeah, just come on over. Might be very nervous on there and like, uh-oh, do they have it? Womp. Hi-ha, Dreslin. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Awesome. Appreciate y'all. Again, another warning. July 1st. And next week we will not have a show. Whoop. Got graduation and a 1K tournament. And then I'll be in Hawaii in July. But right after that, from then on, we should be pretty darn... Oh, that's game. Yep. Don't think we can survive. We've already lost 1 Ornithopter. We'd have to like... I guess we could draw into like 2 more if we thought... What do you call Thoughtcast or whatever? Gotta let this go. I've already seen lightning bolts. Really afraid of Ardent Elementalist recursion here, so we've got to hold that last one. We're just drawing for the sake of scholarly love here. All right, they win. We can't even attack here. We're just dead in the water, so... Well, minus that, we go what? 4-1 minus a technical thing. I guess you could argue 3-2. Good games there. So Fimrate just got us too much there. All right, so I'm going to try to show you guys as before we exit. Now again, I'm going to qualify this. I know it's kind of been a theme the last 2 shows, right? We play the main one and then we go with like another thing. This came to me very late at night and I was getting pretty tired. And then a magic crashed. So I had to rebuild it. And then I was just kind of tired of like I had it all ready and I'm like, Aaron, come look at this. And then it crashed and I was like, what? So I had to rebuild it all and came up with this. Not too serious of a list, but I think there might be something here. We've got, this is just all convoke all the time. This is not affinity. You don't throw Frogmites in this because it will clash. You start after running vaults and it can get a little messy there. We win by Foul-Tongue Shriek with just mass swings. We can go for quality here on these cards or Covenant of Blood, which does, it's a Fire Blast effect, but you gain the life. And I mean, that's a whole lot of convoking going on. That's why we're running all the Kobolds, Thopters, and this. And even the Shield Sphere gets in there. It's just all that there. So, yeah, I'd call it that. Mind Step Roll 311. We started off red hot, then technical difficulties, and then ephemerate difficulties. That's the technical way to say it. So I'm not sure if this is even, I should somehow write like, not playing a very serious list here, but who knows, maybe we'll win. So we're just going to try this off, and then we'll see you guys in 2 weeks after, hopefully, I'm the winner of the Pauper 1K and my son's second, or vice versa. That would be so picturesque, right? Oh, son, father, 1, 2, but magic happens. Screw and flood happens. I think we want to go second, so we'll say nope. 1, 2, 3. We've got that. We've got a conviction. I think we'll keep this. Goofy Hand City. Here we go. Raise the alarm effects. Let's see. Effects care about the quality of creatures. Could be. I just want to dump my hand and have that auto win there. All right. Here we go. Kobolds. It's getting interesting already. Where's our goods? All right. We don't really care too much about something that can't attack, so I'll Village Rites this. We'll play a Thopter. We've got 4. We only need 2 more. We can Covenant next turn, but it's not going to get us too much. Hopefully our opponent doesn't quit. I can't really blame them if they did. It's like, Kobold, are you kidding me? Always wanted to make Kobolds work, though. Not quite sure. And I'll be honest, this is the very first time I've played this. I just did test draws with it, and I'm like, there might be something here. Might be in quotes. Okay. Our turn was better. Sorry for the nose flush. What has he got? Uh-oh. Crushers. Crusher showing up. I don't even think I have a sideboard for this. I didn't even look. There's a Kobold. There's this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. We only have to pay... Oh, we have to pay 2? Man, that sucks. Hey. Oh, my God. I accidentally targeted that. I thought I was paying the cost for it, so oh well. Oh, thank you for that, Variant Human. Yeah, we were just bitching about Ephemerate while you were thrashing us. You can have all the answers and it just doesn't matter. They just more answers on top of the answers. As I just covenanted my own Kobold there, if we had any chance of slipping out of this. Click slowly and carry a big Kobold. That's the lesson for today. Yeah, I don't blame him losing Journey there. I'm about to concede. That was embarrassing. Spend that much mana to any target. I accidentally targeted my Kobold. I thought I was paying Convoke cost there. We did too, Variant. I mean, no offense to your victory. We just never saw Rites, and I ran 4 of them, as you know, and it was like we had so many windows there, and I was drawing and not getting there, so that was pretty frustrating. All right, we'll cast this. Foul-Tongue Shriek's only going to gain us 5 and hit for 5. It'd be nice if our opponent was at 16. Obviously, what this feels like is there does need to be some sort of Anthem effect. I don't know if we're drunk off of the Rites. Rites of Initiation that we just saw for 5 rounds. Just shutting the door and owning so many games. It's so powerful. Trying to make kind of a budget mono Kobold blacklist. It's goofy. Yeah, there's nothing that'll stop me from playing leagues faster than running into like a Ephemerate Ghostly Flicker round or 2, which happened yesterday. Starting to get kind of back in the grind, and then I was like, oh, I remember this feeling, and I stopped playing again. It's goofy. Yuck. But thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. It's Saturday. Again, apologies for my absences. I do like to be Mr. Consistency and never miss shows, but Stuff happens, right? Dead Debate, thank you so much for the hype. Woo! I'm going to, right when I sign off, I am going to have the largest cough ever. I've been kind of holding it in to keep it off mic here. A little worried. I'm going to be playing pickleball for the first time in like 2 weeks tomorrow. And from what I could tell, exertion and exercise tends to bring on my little coughing fits. So problem is, if I want to see my physician in person, it's like a 3-week wait. And I'm like, I get kind of despondent. Like, I can't be still having this in 3 weeks, right? But I'm going on about 4 weeks right now, plus or minus these little antibiotics and quick little visits into, X, Y, and Z, little, like little quick visits. And, oh, yeah, you've just got this. Here, take this. And it's like, it goes almost away and then it comes back. And that's really frustrating. We've got some staying power with these walls. It feels pretty cool. Thank you for that, Pauper Paper Player. Nice to be back. But like I said, next week my son graduates and we're doing the 1K, so I'll be gone then. Then we'll be here for about 3 weeks straight. Off one more time for Kauai, and then I'll be back till probably Christmas time. All right. Can we get some draw going on here? That Corrupted Conviction really hurt. There's just nothing to do until we draw something of relevance. So I'm going to hopefully bait out a duress here. All right, Mind Step Throw, thanks for joining us. We'll be hanging it up after this myself. Can't believe I did that Covenant move. However, they would only be at 16. We'd be at 28. And no, we'd still be at 24. God, that was stupid. I got to remember any target. So, yeah, I could always target a creature. Probably not the best move, but maybe it'll keep you alive, right? Exhume. We get a huge Kobold and they get an 8/8. All right, let's concede here. I don't think that punt, even as egregious as it was really gonna cost us that game. Like our options. Here, let's act like we're doing some stuff. I love this game. That'll beat them. Pauper Akbar, all right. Just finished the Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus. Really great show. Highly recommend, even if you don't like sport movies or shows. Infectious optimism, I would say, is probably the best way to describe that show. No. We want to draw as many cards as possible. Hey, we at least have some offense on turn 2. We'll keep this. I'll open up the yards while we wait. Hey, they fell for it. All right. They're like, what just happened? Boom. 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 Just to do it. Doop. Boop. Boop. Boy, a top deck Shriek would be pretty nice here, right? That'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd be 13 damage. Any of our draw spells is good here. If you're remotely curious in this list and you want my advice, even though I've played all of one game, which you just saw me lose, I would say the Shield Wall is obviously your first target that you want to get rid of. I love that Scrapwork Mutt. It's such a good card. Just tailor-made for Rakdos Burn. Yay! Options. What don't we like most? It's probably, let's go with the worst art. Let's kill a Kobold there. All right. We've got a dude. Let's go like that. Yeah, and the festivities. Wah, wah, wah. We'd still have quite a few guys live. What's he killing? The Hopper, probably? Oh. No. Let's see. Thought of playing Keep Watch. You want to bring that one up, Shiraz, if you're still awake? I think it's 2 and a blue. Draw a card for every attacking creature. It's an interesting option for these kind of styles. It's a lot of mana, though. For this kind of list, it feels like 6. Wow, there he is. Johnny on the spot. Thank you, my friend. For a card that never sees play. Why do I know it? Alrighty, before attacks, we'll just kill another Kobold. We'll go with the second worst art. Oh, boy. We're really drawn dead here. At least we're doing a lightning bolt a turn. I've got 10 damage on the board if we draw Foul-Tongue. I did have 3 for a while, and then I just kept seeing them in my test draws, so I went to 2, but I think 3 might be better. Yeah, let me write that down. 3 shrieks. As well as something else. But what is it? I think this might want a drum package too, so that you can really expand into other colors. Talk about a list that probably doesn't need swamps. This is a foresight, so I should have played Holdout Settlement and Survivor Encampments maybe only. Yeah. I don't know why. That shows how late it was, right? I didn't even... For my Survivor's Encampment and Holdout. That way, you can run the rites, you can run anthem effects and stuff like that. Let's see, what are we running here on the lands right now? We're at 10 lands, so we could technically like 2 swamps, 4 Holdout Settlements, 4 Survivor's Encampments. I think that's probably the way to roll. This could be hilarious if we can get there. I doubt it. We got blockers for days. I'm just trying to bait a duress here, if you're wondering. Maybe dispute over something else just to warrant, the off-color option there. Does he have the big boy in the yard? Oh, he's got this weird big golem. Oh, does that gain a lot of life? Is that one? Yeah, dang it. All right, I guess we'll bring back a dude. Great card. I played this against this Unlimited. I had the guy I thought on the rocks, and then played like 2 of those. It was like this big all-in green list. I was like, oh my god, I can't do anything against that. And their life is back. Well, let's do this very slowly this time. Wait a minute. Cancel. What's the toughness on this? It might be worth doing that too. Nope. Okay. You understand? All right. We'll do that. We might as well do that. 5 Convoke. These are most likely to die, but I do want to block with one of them, so we'll do that. Come on, Foul-Tongue for the win. Nah, never mind. Not the win. Come on, where's the duress? Bait City. There's something here, don't you guys think? I'm not sure if Covenant is worthy, but it's just kind of one of those all-in lists. All right, we'll just block that with the Walker. Guess they're after the discard, though. Ooh, okay. Well, that suggests they don't have that dude in hand yet. Okay. Well, I'll block here. Is this where... I don't think that's... This doesn't have trample, right? Nope. I'll just put some useless creature in front of it. Mine's Death Thrill. I love it. Yeah, cards. A program. Is it worth running the Kobold that gives all Kobolds 1/0? Probably not. I want to stay away from any sort of fire effects. That way we've got at least 4 walkers live. Definitely needs a few more anthem effects here. Yeah, the Drill Sergeant I almost had in. They've gained 6 life, so we'd have them almost on death's bed. Is that even a phrase? Well, it is now. Come on. Another. Let's just find another like Village Rites and find a Covenant of Blood again. Gotta admit, that's pretty fun to pull off. It's like 7 mana, and I paid 1 for it. Ah, he understands. It's all about that. Ah, more crap. We need even more draw. I think we need 4 disputes, 4 Village Rites, 4 convictions. You just have to keep this motor going. So I'm just making notes if you're wondering what I'm doing in the side background. Dispute. I get more and more emails about just deck building and things like that, which I appreciate. It's nice to be considered. What do we got here? More devilry. Okay, is this a crusher coming right at us? Probably. Late to dinner. That's scary. Exhume or not to exhume? Let's see it. Gotta be fearful of the crackback. We do a whopping 3 at the moment, but 1 Foul-Tongue and we're in business. Okay, I'll bring back a... Which one's the better one? These little dorks. And they gain 6 life. Dreslin, I have a question. Can't pick up the design, mostly for the propaganda mats. Can I ask for all 3 designs? Yes, just email us, propaganda@gmail.com. Let me know if you want, and we'll just send you all 3. They're pretty big files, so I'm happy to have you. And if you can, send us your picture. A lot of you don't do that, but those of you that do, we'll try to put you in the promo so you can see your, as time goes by, your young faces over and over again. I don't know. Let's see. That's 12 damage, half our life. 3, 6, 9, 11 damage, 14. Probably still not worth it, even if we do top deck. You know what? Let's preserve our life. I think we've killed this guy a couple of times now. All right, darn it. Let's concede here. I want to make the changes live here. For those of you that might be watching this and are kind of like, and agree with my outside logic that there might be something here by something. Where were these dudes? Didn't see them. Night Market. It's neat in theory, being able to tap for the convoke mechanic here, because the old one life thing. I don't. First of all, I want. Well, that might change too if we change this up here. We're going to cut all but 2 swamps here. I'm going to go with the Holdout. OUT. Hi. This is the Springleaf Drum without the drum, with all these. I don't know why I missed that. And then the exact same card, Survivor, Encampment. Yo. There it is. Psst. All right. Now, I want Deadly Disputes too. Deadly Dispute. We could probably want 4 of these. And that's kind of going all in on those. Now, y'all think the market lookout's worth it? I do. I'd much rather have it than a Kobold. I don't really want to nix on these too much, but I think we might lose the spheres. They don't attack. Eventually, we're going to have to lose the spheres. I want to keep them over here just for build's sake. And the reason we're bringing in these alternate colors is we want an alternate win condition. I'm going to be drawing some cards. Shriek's interesting. Now I want to make room for... Can anybody think of something better than Rites? Oh, Quadratic Hawkeye, you're getting me in stereo watching the interview and this. Well, we'll be done here soon, so hopefully... Again, if you guys joined us late, the Mix Slash on YouTube is doing interviews with, I know he's already done Cooper the Red and Sid Rankin. And I'm next. So hopefully, if you didn't get enough Pauper. Hey, I know I was off last week and I'm off the next week. So if you missed my bald chrome dome, then you can go get more of me over there. Anyway, what would you guys? I guess we could go down to one of these. I mean, lose one of those. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I want to keep the volume up. I want to keep it up. 10 lands. Might go down to 2 disputes. And maybe, I don't know. I'm just going to put this in here for now. I don't want to. I'll go with 3 rights. We don't really have. The problem with rights, though, is that this might be a keep watch because we can fuel a keep watch. We'd have to lose some of our team when we attack, but we'd draw a lot of cards. I think that might be better. Here's my logic. Rights is great if you're hoarding cards. We don't want to hoard cards because we're throwing everything out to either kill it and draw stuff off of it or to block and stay alive to where we find something. I actually think I might want to go with keep watch here. Or maybe we do 1 and 1 and 1. I don't know. I'm just trying to kind of... Here's the card I'm talking about, guys. Draw a card for each attacking creature. So if we go all out, we can really go nuts with a draw there. But that's kind of where I would leave it right now. I'm going to be tinkering with this till the wee hours of the night. So feel free to come and bash me with good decks as I try to see if there's anything here, which I don't think there is, but that's never stopped me before. Anyway... where are the interviews available? Yeah, it's on YouTube, Dead Debate. His name is The McSlash. I think Shirazman had the list a little while ago. Hopefully give you a second there, Shiraz. Maybe you can, it's still in your copy paste and you can throw it on there again. But The McSlash. And yeah, go give him a like, support. And like I always like to share the love and stuff like that. So anyway, another warning. Off next week, my youngest graduates. My oldest already did. And then we're going to a Pauper 1K tournament. Hope to see some of you there and meet you in person. It's in Pasadena. And what about that at Propaganda? 2-1 defender. A defender and all our... Yeah, that's interesting. Horde battlements. Nice little constant setup there. Thank you for that, Dead Debate. I appreciate it. There's the interview for whoever was asking that. And yeah, so... We'll be back in 2 weeks. Again, apologies for that, but hey, life happens, guys. Hopefully you liked all these 0 lists the last 2 or 3 weeks. We'll be back to probably something a little more fundamental in a few weeks, but I can never promise anything. But thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, do all that stuff, spread the word. And until then, we'll see you next time on Propaganda. Not quite sure. Let's go out with a little Teferi shopping magic, guys. All right. Adios, everybody.